Hi, I'm Eric McKinney. I'm from Pickerington, Ohio. Back in 2013, we bought this. It was a soybean field. We had our house custom built. Since then, in the past 10 years, we've added several items such as our patio. We've added our driveway. We've added our pad, our sidewalk. And then in 2024, we took a big step and we added our custom barn with Weaver Barns. And you know, the big reason why we went with you guys is because it fit that custom mold. So as you look around the property, everything you see has our unique stamp on it, and Weaver Barns was able to provide that for us. My wife and I, every time we had driven past your guys' facility up near Sugar Creek, I always saw that red heritage up there, and I kept telling her, I was like, you know, one day I'm gonna have that, you know, maybe not that exact color, but I was like, I'm gonna have that. About 2-3 years ago, we had some changes in our family that we needed to accommodate and plan for, and the custom barn that we built with Weaver Barns, it was built on that heritage kind of framework and foundation, helped us transition some family members and support them in their next phase of life. So for us, it provided everything from storage to housing our cars, to housing mowers, tractors, you name it, it provided that storage. And now that we're through that transition, now I got teenagers that are starting to drive. It's going to allow them to put their cars in there. It houses our tools. You name it, it's in there. It's an incredibly big space, and it's been worth every dollar that we've put into it. I think that how we use the space is going to continue to evolve, right? And I've got, part of what the decision was to not only build the heritage, but build the extra large heritage, which was custom built, by the way, which was fantastic. I inherited a lot of things, as part of that transition. So I had a place to store my tools. I had extra beds. We had extra, just the things that come along with the next phases of life and the things that move through life, and trucks, you name it. We use that as storage, but what it's providing is a place for us as we continue to kind of shift and move. It allows us to work in that barn. Like I've built a couple custom things myself, like flower boxes, and provides almost like a workshop is really what it's starting to become. The boys use it as like they hit their golf balls in there into a net. It's so big they can do that. They hit baseballs into a net, so it provides this like all-weather indoor sports facility slash workshop slash garage slash it just keeps going, right? So the space is incredibly flexible for us, but not only is it flexible, I think the style that it comes in, it's not just a big piece of metal that's just a big box. It has so much character and craftsmanship that it really I think grabs people's attention as they're pulling into our driveway or driving down the road. First time I saw the heritage design, it just spoke to me. It had that unique craftsman kind of look to it. Like as you start to talk about like the awning that's over top of the garage, the attic, the way the trusses look, the way it all looks like it just fits. It immediately just grabbed my attention because it was unlike anything that I'd ever seen. A lot of what you see out there is like with the metal siding and it's very boxy. This one just had so much character, and I like structures, and my wife as well like structures with a lot of character. As you kind of look around our property, it's not just straight up and down, right? And that immediately spoke to us, and it was like we didn't even look at anything else or entertain any other manufacturers. We immediately were focused on partnering with Weaver Barns. For us, this goes back to when I was a child. I'd gone to the Holmes County area a lot, Amish country. And so we've always been in and around that area and been impressed with the craftsmanship that's associated with that area of the state. Specifically, as we started getting deeper into that decision-making process, it was clear that the customer service component really came out from the sales teams, and we felt like it was the right partner for us to make this size of an investment for our property and for what we needed to do. So everything from the craftsmanship, the quality that we saw in the design and ultimately in the structure, coupled with the customer service, it was a no-brainer, and I would recommend Weaver Barns 100 times over.